Yo, yo, yo. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Go ahead, hit that like button for me as you come on in. Drop a comment down in the comment section to let me know how you feel about this video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, because we going up. We on our way to 5,000 subs, so if you want to help us get there, just tap that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell. But in today's video, we're going to be reviewing a clip of the comedian Godfrey reacting to Charlie Kirk supporters going ballistic after his passing, and some even threatening black people, it seems like. So if you've been living under a rock, Charlie Kirk has passed, I believe, this past weekend, and he was done horribly wrong by a young, I believe, 22-year-old Caucasian male, right? Now, for whatever reason, there have been made death threats on HBCUs and stuff like that. They had to close down some black colleges, and you know, it's crazy because I feel like as black people, we ain't got a dog in this particular fight.
White men fight back, white men fight back. Here's what I don't understand. Looking at this rally where they're honoring Charles Kirk.
White man fight back! White man fight back! White man fight back!
I'm trying to understand that. White men fight back against what? Black people didn't have anything to do with this. White men fight back. First of all, what happened to him was horrible, but what does white men fight back mean? I think it was a white man that did this whole thing. So what are you saying, white men fight back? Time to blame black people for what? This shit happened in Utah. There were no black people around. I've been to Utah. Not a lot of black people there, so I don't know where they're getting this chant from. White men fight back. What are you fighting back against yourself? All of a sudden, black people are being blamed for what? Now HBCUs have to close their campuses because of threats. Of what? Threats of what? Why are you f***ing with black people? What did black people have anything to do with this Utah shit? All of a sudden you conjure up black people. It's always black people are in danger. HBCU campuses are closing because they didn't do a motherfucking thing. That makes no sense to me. We're in danger now because we didn't do nothing. We're always in danger. It's always black people. Black people this, black people that. We're minding our business. And there are actually black people that are mourning Charles Kirk. They're like, this is horrible, this is sad. They feel bad for his family, that he has 2 kids and a wife, and they had to see that. But all of a sudden, it's white men fight back.
But we're going over to the Fried Plantain Comedy YouTube channel, and we're going to check out this clip he put together, all right? We are dropping into a reaction zone, so make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Put your seatbelts on, and we going for a ride. You dig? Let's get it. Make sure you hit that like button.
I've never been so in my whole life. And it's murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking right now. This is I love that guy.
Listen, what happened to him was f***ed up because I was like, I thought it was AI when I first saw it.
I did too.
I was disturbed by that video.
It was, you should be.
Yeah, it was wild.
No, people were watching it like it was a video game. I was like, y'all are sick.
I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree to. He said foul about black people. He said if I see a black pilot, I'm not gonna know if he's a female, but I'm not gonna know if he's good. They're qualified. We're triple qualified. The f you talking about?
You're not gonna get that opportunity.
He said Martin Luther King was no good.
Right.
He said that the civil rights movement was no good. What other black shit did he say?
He said 75% of black kids don't have fathers.
Welcome back to Fried Plantain, where we break down the stories that get people laughing, arguing, and side-eyeing all at the same time. Today's focus, the latest in Godfrey We Trust stream, and trust me, it was one for the books.
Kirk, naturally, dominated the conversation. His death was framed against his controversial record, including his penchant for saying things about black people that range from historically inaccurate to cartoonishly offensive. Claims that 75% of black children lack fathers were not only debunked, but flipped on their head, with the panel highlighting data that black fathers are statistically the most engaged in their children's daily lives. In the hands of comedians, this became less a fact check and more a scolding wrapped in sarcasm.
Well, he was talking about, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. Charlie. And
he said that was his friend?
Said, I'll see you in Valhalla. Isn't that some Viking?
Yeah, but also he's not there.
But,
We all know what Charlie
it's
is.
all this rah-rah
He's
shit
looking
that
up at us
everybody
right
said.
now.
Did you see what Hegseth did?
What did
Made
he
the
do?
soldiers
Pray
the
the
big
moment
black
of prayer.
soldiers made them pray. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like really like high school bullying.
Yep.
Hey, let me tell you what you guys are gonna do. All right, you're gonna praise this guy. I'll give a what's going. It's literally Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Did you see
That's what's going on.
Did you see the wife crying and which justifiably should be crying? I guess,
Yeah, you should.
but begging for money.
No,
What?
I didn't see
Yeah.
that part.
She's like asking for donations already. It's been like 48
She don't get a
hours.
lot of money though.
But also, what's crazy?
She's gonna get him.
She got a lot.
A
she
bag.
got a lot of
She
money.
gonna get.
had $10
She don't get the
million.
Yeah, he was
His
worth.
net
Oh, they're
worth
gonna
was
get.
10
They're gonna
million.
get.
I think it
So
was
the fact that
13.
The world is going to give them money.
She gonna be up.
But what's
Yeah.
crazy is like you have 10 million. How like and you're asking for money and your dude
It's
just died 2 days
Hold
ago?
on, Harrison about to say something.
Donations in honor of Charlie Kirk have topped $6 million so far.
Yeah. It's going up.
4.7
It's a slow
million
day.
How much?
collected
Say it-
in just in the first 24 hours.
Oh,
That is wild, gang. I mean, they say you're worth more dead than alive, but Jesus Christ, that is a lot of money. Wow.
Yeah.
6 million in the first 24. 4 million. Sorry.
0.7 million in the first 24, 6 million as of yesterday.
Yeah, it's gonna be
6 million
Actually,
to a dude
think
who
about
already had 12 million.
But it's interesting though. That
White
ain't
people are
that much.
stupid.
what?
I don't think it's that much.
What you mean?
6 million?
$6 million is a lot.
I mean, no, to us, yes, but
In
it's
24 hours, what are you talking about?
In 2 days?
When you think about his profile, 6 million. I mean, look, we'll see what the number ends up being. Look, if it,
When you think about his profile, I think the biggest thing about this is people are really overblowing the importance of Charlie Kirk. And I'm not disrespecting this man's death, but ultimately, he was a podcaster. He wasn't a real politician. He was a college dropout. You know what I'm saying? Now, he did build a brand, and the man built he built a brand that's, very notable. You know what I'm saying? He did something that is admirable, and he died for what he believed in, which is, an American thing. Like that's what America was bred on. So in that aspect, I give the man respect for that. But ultimately, like, I'm ex-military, man. When they gave this man a full, like, military's honors death, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking a funeral that military members who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for this country won't get. Yeah, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to disrespect the man, but I don't agree with that. You dig? I feel like people are overdoing his importance. I remember they used to say, keep politics out of the NFL when the whole Colin Kaepernick thing was going. But now there are people angry that the NFL isn't mentioning Charlie Kirk's death, when it's like, to a lot of the world, and I don't mean to sound like a bad guy, but Charlie Kirk really wasn't that important. A lot of people didn't know him like that. Let's keep going.
ends up being.
Yeah, that's
50
only
million
24 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Some tell
There's
me.
probably people not aware of it yet. They're like, oh, yeah,
No.
goddamn.
6 million is insane. In
I
2
didn't even
days,
know-
that's a
I
lot of
didn't-
That's
I'm
insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I'm
bread.
pretty much
What?
on it, and I didn't even know they were taking donations.
Yeah.
This was compared to the assassinations of black leaders who died broke, unsupported, or vilified. The absurdity of a multimillionaire receiving what amounts to a GoFundMe Powerball win was not lost on the panel. If anything, it was held up as the latest case study in what they called white fragility, that strange sociological cocktail where immense privilege meets bottomless victimhood.
And I don't like how they've been trying to compare Charlie Kirk to these two, especially MLK, bro. Like, Charlie Kirk, yeah, he is what he is, but he is not the person that these two are. These two people were fighting for equality for all, bro. Charlie Kirk was a provocateur. Let's be real. Charlie Kirk would have you doxxed, okay? You can look online and see multiple people who have disagreed with some of his talking points, and he sent his following at them. They released people's addresses online. Like, he wasn't an angel. We not gonna play like he was an angel. I'm not saying that these two men were an angel either, but these two men died literally trying to fight for equality and human rights. Charlie Kirk died for his beliefs, which he shouldn't have died for, but ultimately he died going to white institutions talking about black people. That's how he died.
When people were saying it happened in front of his kids, I said, it happened to Malcolm X, happened to Martin Luther King. Medgar Evers at his doorstep, they shot him.
Yeah.
Black leaders were shot and their kids were watching the same way.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and
George Floyd's kids watched him.
Him die too.
On
same
film.
thing.
Same thing.
And all of the and what's sad, and listen, what happened to him was fucked up because I was like, I thought it was AI when I first saw it.
I did too.
I was disturbed by that video.
It was. You should be.
Yeah, it was wild.
No, people were watching it like it was a video game. I was like, y'all are sick.
I didn't agree to. He said foul shit about black people. He said if I see a black pilot, I'm not gonna know if he's a female, but I'm not gonna know if they're qualified. We're triple qualified. The fuck you talking about?
You're not gonna get that opportunity.
He said Martin Luther King was no good.
Right.
He said that the civil rights movement was no good. What other black did he say?
He said 75% of black kids don't have fathers.
Don't have fathers, which is not true.
Yeah.
Which is not, and black fathers take care of their kids the most in America out of all races.
Yep.
That's facts. Because I know he does it, you do it. All my black friends, they got.
That is FBI facts. Black fathers are the most involved fathers in the home.
Take care of their kids.
Most likely to bathe their kids, help them with homework, put them to bed, read stories to them. Black fathers.
He does it all the time. You do it all the time. You're always talking to me about your kids all the time.
Yep.
What the fuck are we talking about? All my friends that went to college. I got my friend calling me. You met Alfred?
Yeah.
His kids are going to college.
That statistic gets skewed because that statistic is accounting for married homes, and black men don't get married like that. They're still in the home 9 times out of 10, or they're still involved with their children 9 times out of 10. But when that statistic is done, it's not when it considers a family a married home. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the numbers look the way that they do. When people quote statistics, you got to look into these statistics to really break down the numbers and know what's going on. Because if you don't, then, you can end up doing how Charlie Kirk used to do. Charlie Kirk was notorious for that. He used to propagate statistics like that and misrepresent them. And then when people would break them down in real time, he would ban them from speaking. Rest in peace to the dude, though. Straight up, rest in peace to gang. Let's finish this.
He's going around. His kids picked Michigan, his twin daughters. All my friends, they all take care of their kids.
Also, 75%.
Where are these dudes getting these percentages from?
75% is such a crazy lie, because that's over half. That's over half.
But that's shit they say.
The discussion then widened, as it often does on this podcast, into a freewheeling history lesson. Redlining, the exclusion of black soldiers from the GI Bill, the firing of 350,000 black women from federal jobs, and the persistence of racist judges all got their turn under the spotlight. The message was clear. Racism in America is not a glitch but a feature, one that continues to shape outcomes today.
And then you incarcerate a bunch of black men, then you kill a bunch of black men.
It goes back to slavery, separating the family.
And don't let black men in the house because of welfare money. What are you talking about? You set this up. Black people can't buy housing. You redlined everybody. You didn't give black soldiers anything after World War II. The fuck are you talking about?
You promised them.
Yes.
The GI Bill, you promised them.
They didn't even get a GI Bill.
Then you discriminated against them at the count of 85%.
They did black people of the past wrong, y'all, especially the military members. And you got to understand, black people have fought and died in every single war in America. The very first war, the Revolutionary War. Who was the first casualty of the Revolutionary War? Drop down in the comment section who was the first casualty of the Revolutionary War and what color he was. Right? Like, we've been in this thing since the beginning, gang. And we've had to fight for our own, we had to fight for our keep every step of the way, even though we didn't necessarily ask to be here. But don't ever let nobody disrespect your lineage, gang. Understand, we have fought and died in every single war in this country, even when we weren't freed peoples. So let's just keep that in mind.
Of the people, that black guys who went in for the GI Bill got discriminated against. But let me just say this for the record. I was talking about this Project 2025. You dumb
Yeah.
I was talking about this, and y'all niggas, it ain't on that. You Trump is good. All you dumb y'all paid all kinds of super chats to shit on me. Now eat a dick. Eat a dick. How about that?
It's real.
And I get that it's bringing black people. It's basically making black people have to find a way to survive in the context of this. But Ty, when you say it's not gonna, yes, we're gonna be fine, but we're not. Some of us, a lot of us, are gonna die. It's already 350,000 black women have lost federal jobs, and why? Why do we have the highest percentage of jobs in federal jobs? Is because there was less racism in the federal jobs, because it wasn't the states' rights. It was the federal rights and the federal standards of rights. That's why black people went to these federal jobs, because there was less discrimination.
No, well, I wouldn't say it was less racism. What it was is that there was opportunity that allowed us to be in those positions because of federal laws. So clearly the racism is there, because they just kicked out 300.
Well,
right?
racism was the power.
Yeah.
It was less power to discriminate, whereas in states' rights, you could. It's the good old boy network.
The panel even touched on the governor of Utah, who reportedly hoped that if a shooting happened in his state, the shooter would be from another state or another country.
Okay, here.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see if we can hear it. See if we can hear it.
33 hours. I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
Muslim.
Hold up.
I was about to say, think of the implications of what he's saying when he says that. I was hoping it wouldn't be one of us. Who is one of him? When he said that, it gave the air of when people be like, yeah, because when it comes to black people, you people are always doing this or doing that. And it's like, who is you people, gang? You know what I'm saying?
Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for. For 33.
The fact that he got shot is horrible, but you was hoping
that somebody else.
That's how sick he is. I go, dude, the shot. It was fuck. He's like,
he was hoping.
I was hoping to be black.
Yep.
Damn, or an Arab or an Indian. What's wrong? That's disgusting. Like, you disrespected him, the guy that got shot.
Yeah.
I was hoping it wouldn't be. What brown person is going to an all-white right-wing meeting going, excuse me, what's that guy doing? I'm just sweeping up.
Also, he wouldn't have got away with it.
You listen. How did Malcolm X get? It was black people that came. Yeah. They had to be black. It's in Harlem, Bronx, the Audubon Ballroom. Well, they had to be black. Well, they're suing them now because it was the CIA. But you have to have sellouts. How did Fred Hampton get murdered?
Sellouts.
With his kids
Always
in the
be
bed.
inside job.
It was a sellout dude that said it was all sellouts. Martin Luther King got stabbed by a black woman in the chest during an interview, but he lived. You know about that, right?
Yes.
A black woman stabbed him.
I did not know about that. Did y'all know that Martin Luther King's mother got assassinated while she was in a church, and his brother got assassinated too and was found dead, like, just mysteriously after he passed? They didn't teach us this stuff in school, man. They really did that man's family wrong. But we gonna end this one right here, bro. Ultimately, I'll say this. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to get done wrong that way. But at the same particular time, America got it 3 kinds of messed up when you think you can just force and or bully black people into caring about someone that they really didn't care about, or someone who showed that he really didn't care about us. And let's be a whole 100. Like I said earlier, most people living their everyday lives really didn't even know who Charlie Kirk were. So when people say we don't care about his death, that's what they're saying. Hey, bro, I ain't even know the guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect me to care about a stranger. But we can all have sympathy for the way he died, even though he didn't believe in empathy himself. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Be sure to check me out in the next one. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Comment down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And until next time, gang, you know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games. Oh yeah, and don't forget, life isn't about making it from point A to point B. Life is about living in between the gaps. Peace out.
Lane sippers and mean strippers who just all about the green and it means just fast living. And I'm not one to judge, cause I've been off that mud double cup with no fucks when I pass limits. And who gon' like to smoke and get gone off a cone, but it would not get blown unless gas in it. Hold up, we bout to roll up. I got some smoke, keep you up like it's Folgers. Rookies try to hit the cookie, fuck around and throw up. So we drop the hottest pen verse and it blow up. But we got some recognition from a nigga, so what? We be walking down the street, get beeps like they know us. Now bitches in the sheets, but the freak on the meat skis, keep grab their feet. Hell yeah, make them toast. You know what? I go nuts, but yet I'm steady focused. Probably from the biomass flower, no lotus. I can't even think how many trees when it's smoked up. Whatever the number, gonna fuss, you'll need a tow truck. Getting shit across the seas with ease, put a boat up. That's no lie, baby girl, no joking. Shorty said she can't swim, I'm behind the back stroking. Do it for the love of buzz, stuff a blunt, make it swell and make your fucking chest open.